All right, guys, so we're back again with the last segment of the three-part saga. This is one of my dearest friends. His name is Jayvee, currently employed as the manager or supervisor at Cinnabon. We'll let him tell his own tale, but can you tell us a little bit about yourself right now?
So, um, 17, I got hired as Cinnabon and Antians, and then been there for like a year, and then or like less than a year, and then I turned to supervisor. And then when COVID hit, it's pretty bad. Like it's like we got less customers now,
Yeah.
and like basically I graduated when COVID was starting to begin.
Oh, okay, I see. Like right at the tail or the beginning.
Yeah, the beginning of COVID.
Yeah.
I was still in school, and then we went lockdown during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Awesome. How is that? Like, how has it directly affected your life? Like overall, do you have any overarching themes like that you've noticed a difference?
I say
Yeah, with some white trim.
we cannot gather up in big groups. We gotta keep it less than 5, and we also have to social distance and always wear our mask. And it's pretty hard to go out because you're so worried about being cited, and you want to follow the law or what the restrictions.
Yeah.
You know,
They can kind of be confusing too, though, right?
yeah, it
Like,
could
seems
be
like it's changing all the
confusing.
time.
Cause like even like when I went camp, I got cited because there was just too many people around, and we didn't really thought about wearing our mask. We had to wear a mask and stay 6 feet apart.
Yeah.
At all times. And at the time, it was pretty bad because it was like way more than like about 6 people.
Mm-hmm. So
We're
like you're
supposed to keep it at minimum at 5.
yeah. So it's hard too if you have more than 5 friends, right? Like you have to
Yes,
pick
you
and
cannot-
choose.
Yeah, you only could pick a limited amount, and like you can't just invite everybody.
Yeah, and it's hard to tell one of your good friends, especially if you have a solid inner circle, like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm sorry you can't come, right? So it's either
Can't come.
either you take the chance of getting cited and breaking the law, or keeping your friends involved, or just not doing it at all, right?
Yes.
All right, so just moving on, how has your physical health been like affected by
Physical
COVID?
health. So
And do you know anyone that's been sick or like anybody in your family?
yes, my auntie.
Yeah.
My auntie, she lives in Vegas. Like the same story about
As Joe, yeah.
Yes. She went gambling, but then she's doing all right. She's fine. So my physical health, since the gym's been closed, I stopped going to the gym, and lately I haven't like had like much motivation to work out and improve myself as
Yeah,
you know.
as prior
Yeah.
to the COVID. Okay.
And like say like I used to jog every now and then, but then like
Now you got to go out
that's-
with the mask on, right?
yeah, you gotta go out with a mask, and it's not as enjoyable.
Mhm.
You know, you can't go jogging with like a friend, and
Mhm.
all that. Like
So it's definitely been harder to stay fit. and things like
Yes.
that. All right, cool. Well, I'm glad you still look pretty good. You still look very good, actually. So I'm glad you're able to stay up with it. How is your mental health doing? Have you had any like depressing thoughts? Have you been struggling to like
Yeah.
stay in your social groups, things like that? What? Just tell us a little bit about that.
so, since we've been on a lockdown, there's a lot of people staying at home. So like work would be like really, really slow.
Yeah.
So like we don't need as much hours as we did before. Like I don't need full time. They don't need that type of person to do those hours
Yeah.
because they don't need that. So I really been getting low on money. Like every now and then, just getting low on money, and like that really just affects how I eat. Like
Yeah.
sometimes I just want to eat a lot, but I just don't. I just can't eat too much.
You got to reserve
reserve
what you have for
reserve
food,
your
right?
money. Like think about what you have to pay for. And Yeah, since like I don't go to the gym, it's just not like motivational.
Oh, I see.
And like I say like since I haven't been eating much often and I don't have like a big amount of savings. It's like really depressing.
It's
like
hard to stay happy, right?
yeah, it's hard to stay happy, do fun stuff, and like also like you have friends that you want to go to, but like you know, you gotta always restrict yourself since it's COVID.
keep rolling. How in terms of employment, you said that your hours have been dropped. And that do you think that's only because of COVID? Like, there's no other reasoning behind that.
Yes, there is no other reasoning because of that. Because like before COVID, we was all doing fine. You know, we have our money up and we were doing good. And a lot of people was outside socializing, wanting to buy food and items. But now it's just like dead, just
Completely ghost
dead.
town in the mall
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Okay, I see.
no like
But you're still able to keep your job though.
yes.
Even
I'm
though
able
it's
to
at
keep my job.
okay.
Out of everybody in the store, like
Did a
lot,
couple
like,
people get laid off?
everybody except the managers and supervisors got laid off.
Oh yes.
So they just needed the supervisors and managers just to keep it up. And since we're essential, we was able to stay open.
Okay, awesome.
But we barely had customers. Say like once an hour,
Wow.
1 an hour.
So-
yeah, terrible.
And that can be degrading on your mental health too, and you're just sitting in the
Yes,
sitting
you're
where
just
you're waiting
sitting
for people to
there.
come in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. How have you? So with that, I'm sure you're like you said, we've already touched on finances a little bit. They kind of come and go, and that reflects on what you're eating and things like that. I know you're also living independently, not under your parents' roof anymore, and still at a relatively young age.
Yes.
Which is also impressive. How have your family and relationships been? Like, you said you have your auntie, but we got that story with Joe. How's your interpersonal relationships with your family?
Every now and then, I get to go see my parents, but I still have to, you know, remain distant and wear a mask every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
But and we can't have gatherings, so we can't have big family gatherings.
Yeah.
So I only could like individually visit them. You know, we
Yeah.
can't just have a
Not
big
everyone at
group.
once.
Yes, not everyone at once. And
Is that something you normally do? Like, did you guys usually have like family parties pretty often?
yes, we do that pretty often. Because we like to keep the family together.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I say that's also one thing about why it's really depressing.
Mm-hmm.
COVID is depressing. But yeah, I say we actually get to, you know, stay in contact on the phone more often. We actually call each other more often, see
Yeah.
what we're doing, you know.
Than before, than
Yes.
pre-COVID.
Yes, but instead
So they're still
of-
reaching out.
Yes, they're still reaching out. Even families from other islands like Vegas or like Big Island,
Mhm.
Maui,
Wow.
or like the Philippines.
That's
They're all
awesome.
reaching out and making sure everyone's all fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's really good. And also, you're planning on becoming a firefighter, right?
Yes.
So that's fire science degree
Fire science.
at HCC as well, as same as Joe. But I mean, same school, different degree. And that's also been pushed back by COVID, or has that been affected by COVID at all?
Yes. So I say it's been pushed back because since my hours went down, it's like pretty overwhelming to be like saying that I want to pay for this amount of money, and like also FAFSA is helping me out,
Yeah.
but like just as Joe said, there is like a waiting list, you know, like you always have to like, you know, keep in track with that, and I gotta wait till the next semester.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm just gathering my money.
I
you know,
see.
As
So-
much as I can.
The fluctuations in your finances also directly affect your education the same way they affect your food and everything else. So
yes.
definitely the money coming in has multiple like ripple effects throughout your life.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Just final question. Do you think that the COVID pandemic has affected you in any specific extra way because you're Filipino? It's okay if there isn't, but just if you could, like any systemic thing that you've noticed or something that you have to face as a challenge that others don't.
No, not because I'm Filipino. That doesn't bother me at all. It like didn't really affect it. like just because it didn't really affect my life because I'm Filipino. It
Yeah.
just affected my life because how it is.
Awesome.
You know?
All right, cool. I appreciate it. Thank you. You're a fantastic interviewee. And that's a
Have a
wrap.
nice day.
Have a nice day.